Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-NextGen, FAA extends remote ID enforcement date by 6 months. Pica completes flight test using produce spraying UAV. And Bell begins HSVTOL testing at Holloman Air Force Base. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to the Aero-News Network's Airborne-NextGen program, a weekly news program covering the next generation of flight. From electric power to vertical lift, uncrewed vehicles, and everything in between. Let's get into today's stories. FAA extends remote ID enforcement date by 6 months. In keeping with the expectations of myriad aviation industry stakeholders, the FAA announced on September 13th that it would extend the remote ID enforcement date by 6 months. Ergo owners and operators of radio-controlled unmanned aerial systems, known colloquially as drones, now have until March 16, 2024 to either retrofit extant UAS with aftermarket remote ID broadcast modules or purchase new standard remote ID-equipped drones. The extension affords the FAA and UAS manufacturers opportunity to approve FRIA applications and produce adequate numbers of broadcast modules, respectively. The acronym FRIA stands for FAA Recognized Identification Areas, geographic regions in which UAS may be flown without remote ID equipment. By way of regulation, both UAS and the pilots thereof must remain within the boundaries of a given FRIA throughout the entirety of the UAS's operation. In addition, the pilot must be able to see the airborne UAS at all times throughout the flight's duration. The FAA set forth in its September 13th statement pertaining to the remote ID enforcement extension, quote, drone pilots who are unable to comply with the broadcast requirement of remote ID rule will now have until March 16, 2024 to equip their aircraft. After that date, operators could face fines and suspension or revocation of pilot certificates, end quote. And coming up after the break, NASA commissions report on unidentified anomalous phenomena.
I think it's a very important thing to share the joy and love of flying. Our customers fly to remote places. They use our products to go places that are difficult to get to. Hertz has been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demands. And it is that shared experience and the joy of flying that brings us all back and charges all of our batteries up.
Are you ready to ace your FAA drone pilot knowledge test, get your remote pilot certificate, and start earning money? Well, flying a drone is a great tool that can open up new business opportunities for anyone. Realtor, insurance adjuster, videographer, or commercial weekend drone warrior, you need to fly legally. Whether you're pursuing your initial Part 107 remote pilot certificate or you need a renewal, King Schools has a course just for you. So start learning today at kingschools.com.
Welcome back. Now for some shorter stories in our Next Gen Minute. NASA commissions report on unidentified anomalous phenomena. In response to a recommendation set forth by an independent study team, NASA has committed to assuming a more formal posture vis-a-vis humankind's understanding of unidentified anomalous phenomena, known formally as UFOs. The agency has appointed a director of UAP research. In a press release, NASA asserted it had commissioned the independent study to, quote, better understand how the agency can contribute to ongoing government efforts to further the study observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as balloons, aircraft, or as known natural phenomena from a scientific perspective, end quote. B21 Raider testing proceeding apace. Northrop Grumman's B21 Raider has commenced engine runs at Northrop Grumman's Palmdale, California facility, so states the USAF. Engine testing is an essential milestone in the maturation of any aircraft platform, military or civilian, and heralds the imminent entry into service of the world's first sixth-generation tactical aircraft. The B-21's first flight remains a data-driven event, the date of which will be jointly determined by Northrop Grumman and the U.S. Air Force. Airobotics nabs airworthiness certification for a drone-in-a-box system. Airobotics was proud to have what it calls the, quote, first airworthiness certification for a drone-in-the-box system, end quote, or more specifically, a DIB system used for emergency response and data capturing applications. The niche mission reflects a pretty hardy market for UAS developers, with a variety of first responder agencies, law enforcement groups, and emergency response bodies ready to adopt affordable, uncrewed aircraft. Even better for them, the drone-in-a-box concept doubles down on the autonomy, allowing the placement of a fully autonomous, low-maintenance system that can be called into action at any time. FAI announces CIAM Legends Award for 3-time winners in modeling. The Federation Aeronautique Internationale has begun awarding a new medal to 3-time World Championship winners in aero and space modeling, the CIAM Legends Medal. The award goes to those individuals who have won the FAI World Championship at least 3 times. Groups are not eligible for the CIAM Legends Medal, and the wins can be drawn from any class in the aero modeling and space modeling categories. The FAI will be handing out the CIAM Legends Medal to 59 winners, with the majority of them being drawn from American pilots. Well, that was our Next Gen Minute. Now back to the rest of the news. Pica completes flight test using produce spraying UAV. Pyka and Dole have completed the first trial phase using Pica's Pelican spray, a fixed-wing, twin-prop UAV. The testing began in late 2022 at Dole Fresh Fruit's operation in Honduras. Pica's Pelican was test-flown and gauged for spray efficacy testing at Dole's Isletas farm. The combination worked well so far, with Dole saying, quote, "Pica's autonomous electric aircraft performed with excellence, demonstrating ease of operation and effective crop protection," end quote. Next up, the Pelican spray will be used for larger swaths of Dole's banana plantations, as well as being rolled out to supplement manned crop dusting aircraft. Additional partners are expected to begin leveraging the Pelican system too. Pica believes that it offers a wide range of efficiencies with lower emissions, optimized spray operations, and reduced chemical usage through greater spray precision. While it seems small for a single unit, the impact adds up, particularly when larger turboprop-driven aircraft are replaced by a small electric UAV. And after these messages, Bell begins HSVTOL testing at Holloman Air Force Base.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Bell begins HSVTOL testing at Holloman Air Force Base. Bell has delivered a high-speed vertical takeoff and landing test article to Holloman Air Force Base for demonstration and technology evaluation. Testing teams will leverage the Arnold Engineering Development Complex Holloman High-Speed Test Track for purpose of vetting the test article's folding rotor, integrated propulsion, and flight control technologies at speeds representative of actual flight. Bell, by dint of the forthcoming sled test regimen, seeks to validate key technologies by way of a full-scale integrated demonstration in a representative operating environment. Bell plans for the test article to execute a series of HSVTOL high-speed transition maneuvers, a first-of-its-kind capability for vertical lift aircraft. Prior to the HSVTOL test article's delivery to Holloman Air Force Base, Bell successfully completed functional demonstrations of the contraption at the company's Flight Research Center. Bell's high-speed vertical takeoff and landing technology amalgamates the hover capability of a conventional helicopter with the speed, 400+ knots, range, and survivability of a fixed-wing jet aircraft. Bell has developed high-speed vertical lift technology for more than 85 years, pioneering innovative VTOL configurations such as the X-14, X-22, XV-3, and XV-15 for customers the likes of NASA, the U.S. Army, and U.S. Air Force. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.